Hi everyone, my name is Kristina Meichen. Welcome to my project, Potential Bonds, a journey into how we can make a difference for shelter dogs. Let's begin. So first, I want you all to say hi to my foster dog, Dahlia. She's a 6-year-old granny. When she first came to me, she was terrified of everything: car horns, rustling leaves, even silence. So scared she held her pee for a whole day. So I started caring for her, making pumpkin chicken bowls, jerky, and whatever else she might like. I gave her time, patience, and a lot of love. And just in 4 weeks, she can already do a perfect sidekick. So what makes fostering so powerful? Well, fostering is about temporarily opening your home to a shelter dog, giving them the care they need until they find their forever home. In most cases, shelters can only provide basics. That's why they rely on fosters to offer dogs a calmer, more personal environment. So when dogs first arrive, they might be uneasy. They need time to adjust and settle in. But with your patience, care, and a bit of training, they often open up to you surprisingly fast. Once they trust you, they become affectionate companions, and gradually they learn how to live more comfortably with people and the world around them. With support from both shelters and fosters, many dogs get adopted within just 4 to 6 weeks. However, while fostering helps individual dogs heal, the bigger picture is more urgent. Shelters are overwhelmed. In just 6 months, 3 shelters in New York City took in over 1,200 stray dogs. One was so full, staff had to leave dogs on the porch. When that many dogs come in, the need for foster home grows fast. Last month, one rescue needed over 40 families, but that need often goes unnoticed. To put that into perspective, over 2 million pets were adopted last year, but only about 54,500 were fostered. That's a huge gap, and yet fostering works. In the 2024 Bring Them Home Challenge, shelters using fostering saw adoption rates increase by 24.6%. Therefore, my project exposes the strain on the shelter system and positions fostering as a key relief strategy to lower euthanasia rates, boost adoption outcomes, and strengthen more humane sheltering practices. By activating broader public participation, even among those who are unable to foster directly, it aims to make fostering more visible, supported, and low barrier. If fostering is so impactful, why aren't people doing it? That led me to ask, will building emotional connections and promoting knowledge be an effective way to increase foster rates? To test how to build emotional connection with dogs we haven't met, I invited people into workshops, not to foster, but to care, to make something, to feel. Through hands-on activities, they began imagining what fostering might feel like. I found that while many people want to help, not everyone can foster, but they are much more likely to step in when their actions are simple, visible, and low barrier. Currently, people are doing in their own corners. Without shared information, the communication remains fragmented. Workshops can spark interest, but fostering needs a steady system, something people can return to, grow with, and rely on. That's how the idea can truly take root. Because in the end, it's not that people don't care. They do. What's missing isn't sympathy. It's clear entry pathways. Without those, even the most willing hearts don't know where to start. So the real challenge becomes clear. How might we inspire people, regardless of the previous fostering experience, to take a more active role in strengthening the foster care network for shelter dogs by creating more informed and empathetic advocates? Here's a pathway on how I move people from caring to acting. Whether people are just curious or ready to help, this guides them toward becoming part of the solution. It starts with a moment of emotional recognition. A person sees a shelter dog and feels that instinct to help. Then maybe they come across one of my posters or a post online. Their curiosity and kindness leads them to look a little deeper. And from there, they start learning, not just about fostering, but about how they might have a role to play in the program. To support this journey, I create two-part interventions: workshops that introduce fostering through hands-on activities and group discussions, and a community platform where people can share, learn, and stay engaged at their own pace in their own way. So you've seen a big picture now. How does it turn into something people can actually experience? First up, the handicraft workshop. It offers people another way to help by making toys for foster dogs. Using safe and eco-friendly materials, participants made snuffle mats and tuck toys. Softball gifts later donated to shelters and foster homes. A foster dog also joined us as a volunteer companion. And when I told participants their toys will go to shelter and foster dogs in need, they lit up. One said, "I'm already imagining a cute one playing with my toy." Another one laughed, "I'd be freaked out if I actually saw that." So you see, it wasn't just about crafting, it was about connection. Later, I received videos of dogs playing with those exact toys. It proves that what started as a small gesture turned into something that truly mattered. Because when I shared the clips with the participants, their reaction said it all. It became a moment of joy, pride, and shared purpose. In addition to making, I also host a seminar-style workshop. Participants came together online to explore what makes fostering difficult and how we might advocate for change. It wasn't a lecture, but a space of sharing and learning. To keep the momentum going, the related online community support people to post appeals, share experience, and spread awareness. It becomes a living archive of voices, all working towards one goal, making foster more visible and supported. And for those who are ready to dive deeper, the discussion space allowed them to ask for help, offer it, and feel part of a bigger conversation, whether it was about resources, emotions, or ideas. In the end, I want to share that Dahlia now is adopted. She is happy, safe, and deeply loved in her forever home. She was my first foster dog, and she taught me how powerful even temporary care can be. So I'm not asking everyone to foster, but I encourage you to try. Even small steps can make the world a better place for dogs like Dahlia and people who care for them. As Judy from Zootopia says, change starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with all of us. Thank you for listening, and thank you everyone who support me along the way, especially my advisor, Marina Cano. Thank you.